One of the fastest ways to help a shooter improve is to make sure they have a smooth and steady trigger pull. It doesn't matter if your aim is dead on. If you pull your gun when you pull the trigger and you move it, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna hit your target. Now this gun is unloaded. There's no ammunition in the room. It's been checked 5 different times. I'm gonna point this around a little bit to demonstrate some things, but just know that this is a safe environment. Everything's been checked. There's no ammunition within 100 yards of this, okay? We are good, okay? But always be safe, treat every gun as if it's loaded, okay? Now, here's the thing. Even the tiniest trigger pull can kill your accuracy and consistency. Here's the problem. Most people grab a gun, okay, and they put their finger as far as possible into the trigger guard so that they can pull it. Now, when you do this, you have a problem. You've over-leveraged. What that means is when you try to pull the trigger back, you can't pull it straight back. Your finger wasn't made that way. So you end up pulling at a slight angle, either this way or this way, and it tilts the gun. Now I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but if I pull the trigger like that, it pushes it. Now some people push it and some people pull it. I actually hate the idea of a trigger pull because it's less of a trigger pull and more of a trigger push. Okay, I wanna show you something. I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna move over here. When you pull the trigger, you wanna make sure that you're using the tip of the finger. My friend always says that God gave you a finger pad for a reason, and it's to pull the trigger on a 1911. Okay, so you want to get to the point where you're pushing the trigger straight back. You don't want any side-to-side movement. You want to be straight back. So take the little tip of your finger, the pad, and place it right on. Usually it's about right there. It's a little bit different for every person, but you're going to get to the point where you can, I'm going to rack this, where you can pull this with no movement. Okay, you eliminate all the wobble on the front because it doesn't do you any good to have some wobble on the front of your gun. It doesn't matter how good your aim is, you're not gonna hit your target. So this is a foundational thing to fix. Now I'm gonna show you a quick drill to test your current trigger pull or push and fix any problems. It's a trigger push drill with a coin. So make sure you grab a quarter, a penny, and a dime. I'm gonna start with a quarter. By the way, do me a real favor and hit the subscribe button on this video to get notified of other cool tips and shooting videos, okay? All right, so first, unload your weapon. Okay, make sure there's no ammunition even close to it. Double check, triple check, okay? Be in a room where you can be safe, practice gun safety. You don't want any accidents here, okay? Now, the thing you're gonna do is you're gonna rack your slide first or pull back the hammer on your pistol, okay? So it's ready for a dry fire. Now, a quick disclaimer here. Some people have heard that dry firing your gun will damage it. That's simply not true. You think this little tiny hammer drop is gonna be harder on your gun than when it literally creates an explosion inside that shoots a projectile out the gun at close to 1,000 feet per second? Dry fire training is the #1 thing you can do to improve your shot, okay? Rant over. Here's what's next. Okay, I'm gonna have you grab that quarter and you're going to balance it on the tip of the sights like this, okay? So you've already racked the slide. Now I'm gonna reach out. I'm trying to get the gun shot or the camera shot set up right. Okay, I want you to get set up and I want you to pull the trigger and see if you can keep it on top of the gun. Now, most people, when they try this, they get it out there, they stick their finger in too far, and it falls off. Okay, that's not what you want. Now, once you can do that 10 times in a row, so re-rack, I'm gonna go smaller, then go to a penny. I got a penny here. This is the hardest part, getting it on the thing, okay? Go to a penny, okay, get your shot, then go to a dime. You do this drill at least 10 times in a row without losing the quarter, then move to the penny, then move to the dime. And once you can do this, you'll have a foundational piece of your shot in place where you can then focus on moving to sight picture and other things that are very, very important to be accurate as well. But it's all for naught if you're moving the gun, okay? So you gotta make sure that your trigger pull is on point. The coin drill is an amazing way to improve a foundational part of your shot. Another way to improve your trigger pull is to use the Straight Shooter laser training app that we developed. This app was designed to let you shoot laser beams at moving targets with your own gun in your own home. It has a bunch of drills to help you improve all facets of shooting. It gives you immediate feedback and it's really fun to play. There's games like Vanquish the Villain, where you can shoot notorious zombie villains like Hitler and Stalin. Or practice your draw speed in real life with a Western shootout game called Jimothy. There's lots of other games like Bunny Blaster where you shoot moving targets, or Shapes where you have to pick out the right shapes and shoot them. It's an incredible game that's going to develop your skills and your accuracy. If you're interested, check it out at yankeethunder.com. I'll also put a link below in the comments or the description, and you can check out that game. That's it for us at Yankee Thunder today. If you like this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button below and the like button. It really helps us out. And also, you'll get notified when we push out new content, new shooting videos, and some other cool things like that. All right, now get out there, have some fun, make memories with friends and family, and exercise your God-given Second Amendment right.